Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you've been dreaming of that quintessential Southern California lifestyle, then San Clemente has likely crossed your mind before. I'm Ryan Schramm. I'm the local real estate expert here in San Clemente, Dana Point, and San Juan Capistrano. And on my channel, we're all about helping you navigate the local market. And my goal is for you, when you get done watching a piece of my content, is to truly have a better understanding of what it's like to live here in these incredible coastal communities. If you're finding this video helpful, or you're just curious about life in San Clemente, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest insights. All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into an updated look at the pros and cons of living in San Clemente in 2025. So 5 years ago, this was one of the first videos I made, and while so many things have remained the same about our timeless, beloved beach town, some key factors have definitely evolved and changed. Stay tuned because we're gonna explore everything from the incredible lifestyles to the housing market, and I'm gonna give you a raw analysis of what life is truly like here in the Spanish Village by the Sea. Let's jump right in, starting with some of the realities that might be considered cons for some, but I always like to look at them with an optimistic lens, so keep that in mind. First up, and still very relevant for today, is the fact that we have congestion, especially in our downtown and in our beach communities. San Clemente is a magnet for tourism, as you can imagine, and it's for a good reason. Our beaches are world class. But during those peak summer months, and increasingly even on sunny weekends year-round, you can absolutely feel things start to fill up and swell. I'll go downtown, why is it so busy? Oh yeah, it's a holiday. Or I'll hear people parking out front of the house, and I look outside and it's incredible weather. Oh yeah, we live in an amazing spot by the beach. People are gonna park in front of your house if you live by the beach, and getting around, finding parking, especially near the pier or Avenida Del Mar, it can become a challenge. So it's not every day that it's like this, but it's something you need to know, and honestly, it's a blessing, not the traffic or the congestion, but it's just a blessing because we live in a place that other people want to be here. They come here to vacation. And so it's what I'm bringing to you is basically some consistent feedback, both from longtime residents and newcomers. Number two, high cost of living and housing prices. Now, this is arguably the biggest factor that has changed and become even more pronounced since the last time I filmed this video. The high cost of living, particularly housing prices, it has changed immensely. 5 years ago, I mentioned that the median home price was around 1.1 million. Today, in mid-2025, when I'm filming this, the median sold price for a home in San Clemente is hovering around $1.7 million. And that's a substantial jump, making the barrier to entry to move here even tougher than it was before. While we still have homes ranging from the mid hundreds of thousands for smaller condos, like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, up to $10 million in some instances, that median figure represents a significant investment for so many people. Now, it's also true that relatively speaking, San Clemente can be seen as more affordable than Newport or Corona del Mar or even Laguna Beach. But make no mistake, the cost of living overall, from groceries to gas, it is significantly higher than the national average. And this is something you absolutely need to factor into your budget if you're considering making a move here. Number three, Mello-Roos. It's another one of those cons that often comes up, particularly for people who are looking at new construction or in the master plan communities like Talega or like Sea Summit. Mello-Roos, for those that are unfamiliar, it's essentially it's a special assessment. It's like a bond or a tax that comes along with new developments. Think of it like an additional property tax. It's often tied to infrastructure improvements, amenities that are built into the community, parks, schools, trails, nicer street corners, landscaping. I know a lot of you are probably rolling your eyes at this, but there is at least a silver lining is that I've noticed homes that have Mello-Roos, they're going to have a lower price per square foot. So you'll get more house for the money. That is a silver lining, but people buy in these communities because they want the amenities. So if you hate the idea of Mello-Roos, let's custom tailor your search to eliminate those spots. If you don't need the amenities, we'll go elsewhere, we'll look elsewhere. But Talega, for example, in San Clemente, it's the largest community that we have here. It was built in the early 2000s, comes with Mello-Roos. It's easy to find out if the property has Mello-Roos and what the cost is. And of course, I'm your resource. I'm gonna help you figure that out. All we need to do is pull up a property tax bill and I can show you exactly where that Mello-Roos is added up and totaled. In fact, I'm gonna put one up, check this out. I'm gonna overlay a property tax bill right now for a property that's in Talega, and you can see here the standard tax rate in San Clemente is 1.01%. You have that right here, highlighted, circled, and over here you have the special assessments. Those are the Mello-Roos, and it's easy for anybody to find that out, but if you need my help doing it, I'm happy to do so. It's a double-edged sword because those things that we just looked at on the property tax bill pay for incredible amenities, but you gotta know it's added to that monthly cost. Think of it as an HOA. Think of it as whatever you need to think about it, but know that it's there, and for most people who don't want that, it's definitely a con, so take it as you will. Number 4, the location and commute. For some people, one aspect that can be a con living in San Clemente is our somewhat secluded location. Geographically, it's the furthest south Orange County city, and we are just above the furthest north San Diego County line. And what that often means is that you're going to be a bit further from major job opportunities, especially if your industry isn't in the primarily local business parks. If you're going to Irvine, if you're going to Tustin, Santa Ana, or you might be going south to Carlsbad or some of the San Diego business parks. And you got to factor in that San Clemente isn't ideally located for those major places of commerce. Especially if you're in downtown LA or you're making that hour-and-a-half commute inland, you've got to factor in the traffic. Irvine, the commute is not that bad. It's about 20 minutes. But a daily commute to LA is something that I generally would not recommend. If you have a remote option to be in San Clemente for 2 or 3 days out of the week and then you're commuting to LA or downtown San Diego, then that's a different story. And to that point, there has been a significant shift since the last time I filmed this video. We had the COVID times and the rise of remote work. It has made this remote geographic location of San Clemente much less of a con for many people and more of a pro, because I have attorneys and different professionals that once had to be up in Century City or downtown LA. They are able to work remotely primarily now, and what a better place to live if you can work from home at the convenience of your desk at home and live in a beach city. When you get off, you're here, you can go surf, you can go walk, decompress. So many people have benefited from remote work in this aspect, and we have seen really a polarizing effect on the real estate here because of that. Number 5, we have very limited public transportation options. So while we covered what it's like to commute out of San Clemente in your own vehicle, one of the cons for many is that we have limited public transportation options, whether that be a bus, train, railway. We do have the Surfliner, we do have a bus, but the routes are limited. So for daily errands, school runs, or getting around efficiently throughout the year, you'll pretty much need a car. And this is really different than larger metropolitan areas that have extensive bus systems or train networks for internal travel. Car dependency here in San Clemente is a significant factor for our residents. Now, it is worth noting that the city of San Clemente does have some local options. We have the San Clemente Trolley, which is free. It's fantastic during the summer months for getting to the beaches, going to the different downtown spots. Additionally, the city offers SC Rides on Demand. It's a program which partners with Lyft, so I see it when I drive the different routes. You can see this little sign. It says San Clemente Rides with Lyft. And on that, it's important to understand that they are very specific on-demand services. It's pretty much seasonal rather than a comprehensive year-round public transit network that's going to cover every corner of the city. This is much more limited to certain sections, but it is worth noting and it is available to those that need it. Okay, so now that we've covered most of the cons, I'd like to flip this to the incredibly compelling pros of living in San Clemente, there are definitely more of those. And trust me, they outweigh the cons, and it's why people love calling this city home. Number one pro, unbeatable beaches and surf culture. That's really the obvious thing and why so many of you are probably curious what it's like living here. San Clemente boasts some of the absolute best beaches I believe California has to offer. And I'll even go as far as saying that we have the best beaches and the closest thing to Hawaii that one could find on the California coast are iconic surf spots like Trestles, Lost Winds, Rivi, Cottons, and more secluded private beach neighborhoods down in Cypress Cove or the shores. You'll find that there are incredible surf opportunities almost everywhere, and that makes it a very, very special place on the California coastline. And the beaches are not just picturesque, they're central, like they're within the neighborhood. So this really is like backyard beach living at its finest. Number two, amazing weather. And what goes hand in hand with incredible beaches is sunshine, fair climates, light winds. I mention this often, but San Clemente averages a stunning 281 sunny days every year. And just think about that. Think about that compared to places with harsh winters or extended rainy seasons. We're so spoiled here. It truly feels like sunny and 75 most of the time, and that's gonna allow for the year-round outdoor enjoyment. And it's something that I try not to take for granted, because in bone-chilling places, like, we don't know what it's like to shovel snow. We don't know what it's like to deal with blistering heat. Our unique geographical location here in San Clemente has the best weather, and it's important to note too, check out our air quality index. It's often by far better than even some of the neighboring cities, and that's important for a lot of people who are looking for clean air. Number three, tight-knit communities. One of the incredible pros about living here is that San Clemente truly has those strong, the fabric of the neighborhood. It's so tight-knit in our communities. And the town is known for neighborhood watches, people looking out for each other. Our town is also deeply rooted in surf culture and a laid-back living that kind of resonates through how people act and how people treat each other. And San Clemente also has our Spanish roots, from the street names to the architecture of the buildings. You will see Spanish flair almost everywhere you go. It's all of this that creates a very unique culture, and when you visit, you'll notice it. It's different from other cities, it's very pleasant, and it's something that's hard to find nowadays. And I am speaking from experience. These are all places that I've lived, and I would wholeheartedly recommend to many of my friends and family. In fact, a lot of my friends and family have moved from England to San Clemente, and they are now experiencing that same culture, and it brings a lot of joy. And it's something that, you know, we truly have awesome communities next to the beach with ocean views, great temperatures. It's like the ideal coastal living experience, and it's something you've got to experience for yourself when you visit. Number four, vibrant local life. So building on the incredible communities we talked about, another huge pro is that San Clemente's vibrant community, its quaint downtown, it all gives and leads to an abundant local life. And despite it becoming more popular, San Clemente still retains that quintessential beach town charm. Now, our downtown area is something truly special. People often describe it as unique and quaint. It's filled with fantastic boutiques, vibrant restaurant scene that's continuing to change and grow and blossom. And there's just so much real charm when you stroll down Avenida Del Mar, you get a coffee, or you enjoy a meal with friends. You go do your Christmas shopping or your holiday shopping at that time of year, and you support these local boutiques and small mom and pop shops. It does something for my soul that the mall and the hustle and bustle will really never do for me. And it's not just a tourist hub, it's a place that locals use and gather and connect. It's really amazing. And the last thing on this topic is that San Clemente is a community that loves to gather. From the weekly San Clemente Farmers Market, which has local produce and crafts, to our different street fairs, art walks, the holiday events that we do down by the pier in downtown. There's always something happening that brings residents together. And it's really this unique blend of a charming town and consistent community gatherings. And what that does, what I've noticed, is it fosters a sense of belonging and connection that is difficult to find in larger cities. All right, now I've shared some of my favorite aspects of living here, but I'd love to hear from you. What part of San Clemente lifestyle excites you the most, or what's holding you back from making the move? Drop a comment below, let me know. I read every single one. Number 5, we have an abundance of outdoor activities. Beyond the beaches, which we've already discussed, San Clemente offers a ton of diverse outdoor activities. We are the world-class surf destination, but if surfing isn't your thing, you're gonna find an extensive network of mountain biking, hiking trails. They all weave and vein their way through most of our communities, especially up on the hills. You can pretty much get anywhere. And if hiking is your thing, you can pretty much hike and walk anywhere or bike. They're versatile, and those trails are used for both in San Clemente. It's a great way to get outside, explore all the beautiful natural landscape that we have. There's amazing views on our trail network, and getting outside, walking, riding, being in the fresh air, that's always a positive way to spend time, and it kind of leads to that healthy, active lifestyle that's important to so many people that live here. So there you have it. That's an updated look at the pros and cons of living in San Clemente in 2025. And while we've noted that the cost of living has gone up, and you do need to take into account that this unique geographical location offers some transportation challenges, there's things like Mello-Roos to factor in. The core allure of this beach town, its quaintness, the fabric of the community, the culture, the ability to live outside and live a healthy, positive lifestyle, all of that remains as strong as it ever has. San Clemente is truly a special place to live, and it offers a lifestyle that many people are dreaming about. So if that's you, if you're considering moving here, if you're considering moving to Dana Point right next door, or San Juan Capistrano, remember this: understanding these nuances, these lifestyle key points that we're discussing here, it's paramount. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be a resource and bring you in, even though you can't be here, to show you those things as best we can over video. If all of that resonates with you and you're thinking about buying your first home here, or you want to sell a property here, maybe you want to invest in multifamily or a condo, a vacation home, let's connect for a personalized consultation. I do this with so many of my clients. They find it very valuable. All my contact information, my phone number, my email, my website, it's conveniently linked in the description below. All you have to do, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you know someone thinking about moving, it's not you that wants to do it, but you have a friend, share this video with them. And don't forget to subscribe, because you're gonna get an alert when I drop a new video each week. And if you wanna meet for that consultation, text me or email me and we'll set it up. Talk to you soon.